everyone, and welcome to. Hi everyone, and welcome to. Welcome to Arsenal. We are in a town called Arsenal in Mauritius. Now, what's strange about this is that why would Mauritius, who is Liverpool crazy, I mean genuinely there are more Liverpool fans here in Mauritius than there actually are people in Liverpool. And that is how big the fanage of Liverpool is here in Mauritius. So why would the Mauritians call a town Arsenal? Were they fans back in the day and decided to call them Arsenal? Who knows, but I think that's what we're here to discover. As you can see behind me is a beautiful old tree, so this town has been here a while. Let's go find out a little bit more about it. So in 1770 they moved.
So we just showed up here, pulled off the road onto this nice little dirt road to take a beautiful picture of this beautiful, beautiful river. This is the Citron River, and a water truck showed up beeping and all. Oh well, let's wait. Brian's gone off to explore a pedestrian bridge apparently.
Okay, so behind me is stone structure. Now this is quite old stone with the proper lime mortise in it, and a tree has started growing out of it. But what's really interesting is this slightly modern bridge built off it. So what probably happened was they probably had an original bridge built from the stone, and then it collapsed during a flood or a cyclone, and that's why they've rebuilt this pedestrian bridge out of concrete. Let's go have a look. So it is being dug out below. I suppose during storms and things the rocks will move away, but this is it. It looks like a walkable platform. It has these A-frames holding it up, and it carries on for quite a distance. This is the bridge, and as you can see it carries on in that direction. Stepping out onto it. It actually is a concrete bridge, so you can see it is well made. Sitting out there behind me, I'm hoping you guys can see a bit of tree. But I think some people should come and actually have a look to see how far they can actually go on this. I can see it travels all the way through. I don't know if it goes all the way to the other end. We'd have to have a look. But as Ricky would kill me if I took one more step on this, I'm going to call it here.
Get off the bridge.
So let's get off this. Pretty awesome.
Pretty sure there's snakes in Mauritius. Get yourself injured just to take a picture of an old bridge. Come over here and be moaned at.
It's pretty cool. Let's go have a look at it from the bottom. There's no light to go on the top. This behind me is probably one of the nicest natural places inland that I have ever seen in Mauritius. The beautiful clear waters down below. I can't see any fish in it, but I'm sure it is full of fish. This is the old roadway. So the old roadway, as you can see, this is what happens when the cornerstones have been washed away or removed. Because this one, which is very similar, and the one across there, have still got their capstones and are not being disintegrated like that. This is the end of the A-frame walkway, and it ends on a beautiful plinth. Now, the front bit is missing, but it does have a matching buddy on that side. where it would have joined up. So there would have been a piece across here that joined the two together. But that dilapidated piece that we just saw actually would have been the bridge that carts would have driven across, and it would have joined onto that one. And there would have probably been a wooden structure across the top here that joined the two. But this, I think, was a bad weather, like when a cyclone was coming in, the river was very full. You had a much higher way of crossing over. This was the normal way and would probably have been washed away every time there was a cyclone. And now it's a temple area. This river still has a function. As you can see behind me, they come and collect water. Don't the trees look pretty, all dressed up in their saris? I think they're called saris. Beautiful dressed up trees. And behind us, of course, is the modern bridge. And that was built in 1978.
Yeah, but there are loads of mosquitoes here, so let's go.
Okay, so Ricky has confirmed she's also being eaten by mosquitoes. Normally it's just me, so let's get out of here.
So we tried to get in, but we can't.
Yeah, it's a demolition site.
We tried really hard. We were like, please can we come in? We want to go to a restaurant. Oh no, the restaurant's closed. Okay, well we want to just come look at the old buildings. No, you must make a reservation. We have a local guide to tell us where the prettiest places are. We're lucky. And the bottom end of the Citron River. I wonder if it's called the Citron River because it has this sort of orangey tint. I think it comes from the leaves of these trees. There's definitely an orange tint to it. Kind of cool. You think you can walk around that corner, he says. It's got a footstep and everything.
I'll do it. Let me show you how easy it was. You step here and you're out. Done.
Yeah, you guys won't get a hint of how deep that is.
Well, Ricky's been completely neurotic about stepping over that tiny little step. So I'm just going to quickly jog down this area. Yes, that's right, me jogging through the bush because I really want to see what it's like down here and see how far you can actually get. Wow, there's a real path and everything. So going down the path just as fast as we can because we don't want to abandon Ricky. Oh, there's a huge dam up ahead and it's full of those plants. Oh wow. Okay, the trail does carry on there, but I'm not going to continue because I can see everything I need to see right here. That is where the waterfalls are. So, beautiful rocks. The Citron River comes down here. It goes into the dam that was made in 1770. So, back to the Arsenal story. Unfortunately, we couldn't get into the all-inclusive. It was closed off and it was very expensive to get in. So, to carry on with the Arsenal story, they had an arsenal that supplied weapons and gunpowder to all the French campaigns around the Indian Ocean. They would send them out when they were fighting again in India, against the English, all these places they would fight and send their stuff. But it blew up. And they started worrying that the English were starting to encroach on the area. And so they moved their arsenal. Wow. I thought the English were coming there for a second. So it was a Porsche. Wow. So what they did was they moved everything upriver. Up this river, in fact. Obviously the river wasn't like this, but they went traipsing all the way through to an area that was flat. They could build their powder factory, they could have their munitions, and basically they built a new arsenal away from Arsenal Lagoon. And that is how Arsenal got their name. Not because their football team, believe it or not, Arsenal Wanderers, was formed in 1885 1 year before the famous Royal Arsenal, which is the English football team you are more familiar with. Because I have to, Ricky is filming behind me. I'm going to get some footage of it. I'm going to get some footage of a tree and we'll splice it between the two because I like doing that and it's kind of fun. So this is actually a nice place. I'm okay with it, even if we couldn't get into the all-inclusive. And of course, let's let Ricky catch up with us. Oh, she stopped filming ages ago. And that is the story of Arsenal.
Mm-hmm. And one day we will get inside that expensive place.
One day, one day.
Angelo Stadium, home of Arsenal Wanderers Football Club.
This behind me is the Angelo Football Stadium, where Arsenal Wanderers plays. So let's see if we can't get in. The stadium is a lot bigger than I expected it to be for a small village team. Maybe they're much better than I expected.
I think your voice is literally echoing into the whole stadium. There's a VIP section and a VVIP section.
Here is a proper Arsenal fan. Just
Liverpool.
kidding. 100% Liverpool. Mauritius is full of Liverpool fans. Like I said, there are more Liverpool fans in Mauritius than anywhere else in the world. If you disagree, comment below.
So when's Liverpool going to come play here?
This is the massive stadium where Arsenal played their game to win their chance to go into First Division in 2006. Since then, we haven't heard that much from them. So if you are an Arsenal fan, a Mauritian Arsenal Wanderers fan, please put a comment below and let us know. I would love to meet some of the guys. But this is your stadium. In the dugout, waiting for my chance to get out there and kick the ball around.
Park so far away.
Whoa. Pimped out car.
Managed to get into Angelo Stadium though.
That's pretty awesome. See where the great Arsenal Wanderers play.